I walked into the bridal shop for my final fitting, my heart racing with excitement. The staff member wouldn't meet my eyes. "I'm so sorry," she said carefully. "Your sister picked up the dress yesterday." The manager nodded. "She had your ID. She said you couldn't make it." I just stood there frozen. That dress had cost me 3 months of my salary, and my sister had no idea what I'd already planned for her wedding day. "Hi, I'm Chloe. I'm 28 years old, and for my entire life I've been the practical sister." While my younger sister Emma dazzled everyone with her beauty and effortless charm, I worked quietly in the background, saving every penny, planning every detail, being responsible. I dreamed of my wedding dress for years, not just any dress, but the one that would finally make me feel beautiful on the most important day of my life. After months of searching, I found it, and then I worked extra freelance jobs, skipped dinners out, and saved for 2 full years to afford it. 3 months' salary for one perfect moment. Emma never had to save for anything. She was the family favorite, the golden girl, the one who always got what she wanted without lifting a finger. "You're so practical, Chloe," my parents would say, like it was a consolation prize. "Emma has the beauty. You have the brains." I wasn't glamorous like Emma, but I had something she never saw coming. I drove straight to my parents' house, gripping the steering wheel until my knuckles went white. I could hear laughter before I even opened the door. Emma was in the living room, wearing my wedding dress. She spun in front of the mirror like she was auditioning for a fairy tale. Ivory silk shimmered in the afternoon light, and yes, she looked stunning, which somehow made it hurt even more. "How could you steal my wedding dress?" I asked, my voice barely steady. Emma stopped spinning and looked at me like I was being ridiculous. "It's not stealing," she said. "You always get the practical things. I get the beautiful ones. That's how we work." That dress cost me 3 months of salary. Mom didn't even look up from her phone as she snapped photos. "Sweetheart, you can find another one. Emma's wedding is the social event of the year. She needs to look perfect." "I need to look perfect too," I said. "It's my wedding dress." Dad didn't look away from his newspaper. "Emma's wedding is bigger, more important. More people will see her." Emma smirked at her reflection. "It looks better on me anyway. You're more of a simple dress kind of girl." Then she added casually, "I'm posting these photos tonight. Everyone deserves to see how perfect this dress is." By morning, my social media was flooded. "Gorgeous dress. Emma has such incredible taste. She's going to be the most beautiful bride ever." Then came the phone call that made my stomach drop. "Chloe," my fiancé David said slowly, "your cousin just messaged me. She says Emma's wedding is next Saturday. Isn't that the day before ours?" Emma hadn't just stolen my dress. She'd stolen my wedding. The florist called first. "All your arrangements have been redirected to Emma's wedding. Your parents said there was a family mix-up." Then the caterer. Then the venue. Same story. Same apology. Every vendor I'd booked for months had been contacted by my parents and told Emma's wedding took priority. That night, Emma posted in the family group chat. "Fixed a little date mix-up. Can't wait to see everyone at my wedding next Saturday. My friends. My coworkers." Even David's groomsmen replied with excitement. She'd taken my guest list. When I confronted her, she replied, "Mom gave me their numbers. I just wanted the important people to know." By Sunday dinner, Emma was openly taking credit for everything. "Everyone said Chloe was the creative one," she laughed. "But look at these wedding plans. I thought of everything first." Mom beamed. "She's so naturally gifted." Dad patted my hand. "You should be grateful. You get to help make Emma's day special." That's when something inside me finally went cold. Because while Emma was busy being adored, I'd been building something quietly, powerfully. My little freelance design hobby wasn't just neighborhood work. I'd anonymously designed branding for A-list celebrities, album covers for Grammy winners, campaigns for Fortune 500 companies, and my most important client was Isabella Marro, the world-renowned wedding dress designer. The gown Emma stole wasn't just expensive. It was a prototype from Isabella's unreleased collection, created exclusively for me as part of a legal collaboration contract. Emma didn't steal a dress. She stole intellectual property. When I told Isabella what happened, her voice turned ice cold. She stole my creation, Isabella said. This is theft. International theft. Emma made it worse by bragging online, tagging fashion bloggers, charging people to pose in the dress, and claiming designer connections she didn't have. Her final mistake came 2 days before the wedding. Chloe was never creative enough for real fashion, she said smugly at dinner. That's when Isabella and I finalized everything. Saturday morning arrived. The church was full. Emma walked down the aisle in my stolen dress, glowing with triumph. Then the pastor asked if anyone had objections. The doors opened. Isabella Morrow walked in like judgment itself. This dress, she announced calmly, pointing at Emma, is stolen property. She held up contracts, security footage, legal documents. This gown is a $50,000 prototype created exclusively for my business partner, Chloe Thompson, the designer behind campaigns featured in Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and Aurora Fashion Week. The church exploded into whispers. Isabella finished quietly. I'll be reclaiming my dress now. Emma's wedding ended in chaos. Mine happened the following week. Isabella designed me a new gown, more beautiful than the first. My wedding was featured in major bridal magazines. My career went public. My parents learned silence. Emma learned consequences. And I finally learned my worth. Sometimes the quiet ones hold the most power.